The district that you represented the last time has a little bit different face than the one that you could possibly represent after this election. It has a lot more urban area in it now that North Las Vegas has been added. I think I've asked you this question before, but I'm going to ask it again. How do you balance the diversity in your constituents' wants and needs and interests between the people who live in the urban areas and the people who live in the rural areas? Yes, they have a lot of common interests, a lot of common desires and needs, but they also have some very different, sometimes clashing interests. So how do you balance that out as a legislator?
Same way I balanced it out last session.
Okay.
I got voted in by my constituents, and I want to do everything I can to help the constituents in my district.
Okay.
But I have a different philosophy than probably most people that run for office. I believe that once I'm voted in, I do everything I can to make sure that I do what I can for my constituents, and I have. I've volunteered my efforts, done everything I could. Laughlin is totally, continually have me come down there. Boulder City's used things. Lamp Valley, to be honest with you, I haven't had much request from the city of Mesquite until recently with maybe some of these water changes on the Virgin Valley Water District and a few other items. But those type of things are easily balanced. But the way I look at things, it was once I'm voted in, I'm also a representative of the state. And where the state goes is where what it's best for the state overall is best for my constituents too. Okay. So you have to look at what works. So even though it's in Las Vegas, if it's something that benefits the whole area, that's what you do it. When we get people going back to Washington, D.C., yes, they're to represent the interest of the state of Nevada, but they're also, we don't want to have pork barrel type projects. When you just represent your constituents only and try to buy those votes, that's wrong. That's where we've corrupted the system. Pork barrel and things like that are not inappropriate. So, and you have people out there that just do everything they can to get money to go to their area. That's the reason I disagree with having districts in the city of Mesquite. They represent the whole community, not just little areas.
Yeah.
It cause and effect, I guess, so to speak. So.
Okay. Well, you brought up Laughlin. There is a Chinese company who's trying to come in and build a humongous solar power plant. Talk about your stand on that issue.
I think it's great that China's coming in there. They're not looking for subsidies to build their plant. The only subsidy that they're trying to get is they're trying to close coal-fired plants and other plants down to be able to sell their power.
That's right.
Now, folks have the choice. I believe that coal is fine. Coal is a clean burning source. I disagree with running this coal-fired plant. It creates jobs not only here, it creates jobs every place else. And the pollution factor out there with modern technology is proven that it's 99.99% clean.
Okay, let's clarify just a minute.
Sulfur clean.
Yeah. You're advocating that the Reed Gardner coal-fired power plant not be shut down.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Because the way you kind of said it, it almost sounded like you were in favor of it shutting down.
No.
So I just want to clarify that.
No. I'm in favor of it staying in place.
Okay.
It's been updated and upgraded. It's one of the, they spend billions of dollars there over the years.
Yeah. I think it's if it's not the top, it's in the top 5 cleanest burning coal-fired power plants in the country. Okay.
It took work and money to get it to that point. But we talk about our power rates, folks. When you can have gas and coal somewhere between 3 and 6 cents a kilowatt produced,
right?
And then you turn around and you're doing solar right now anywhere between 12 and 18. Do you wonder why your rates have gone up, to 11, 12 cents a kilowatt at average? The more you continue to subsidize, plus you're paying for that with tax dollars out of your pocket that could go to education. I don't believe in subsidizing things. Let the free market take its place.
Right.
Let's use those dollars where they're supposed to go.
Okay.
We have an obligation for education. We have an obligation for health, welfare, and protection of people. That's the obligations of the state. Let the money go where it needs to go. Matter of fact, I'd like to see my money just stay here locally. Let my tax dollars never even touch the state's hands or the federal government's hands. I'd like to let us decide what kind of education, what kind we want here, and tax our people accordingly.
Okay. You brought up the Virgin River Habitat Conservation and Recovery Plan. It's an issue that I have been involved in for a year. By having that plan in addition to the Clark County Multi-Species Habitat Plan, Mesquite itself gets hit with
Double jeopardy.
Double fees. The Water District has voted to charge a third fee, although they have not put that in place yet. What are your thoughts about the recommendation to do away with the Virgin River Plan and just have one fee, one plan?
I agree with one fee, one plan.
Okay.
I think it should be one fee, one plan. I think our money should be spent right here locally with that money that comes out of this area too.
Okay.
For years, there's been a ton of money come out of here for that habitat conservation plan. That nobody really knows where it goes. We talk about it's supposed to come back here, but we need to develop those conservation areas ourselves. We can be part of the county plan, but we need to develop our own areas to where it benefits our habitat, so to speak.
Okay.